All right, a sad tale about Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. Joining us now is House Banking Committee member Andy Barr, House member from Kentucky. Andy, thank you for this. So they throw out, Team Biden throws out my pal Mark Calabria, who did a terrific job at the Federal Housing Financing Agency, which means, I think, get your take, that they're going to nationalize Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac forever. There's not going to be any movement to push it out into the private sector. And the Treasury and the Bidens are going to gobble up this money for God knows what, some kind of crazy housing policy or anti-suburbs. I mean, this is kind of a tragic story, but it is what it is. How do you see it, Andy?
I agree with you, and it looks like we might go back to the bad days when the GSEs, the government-sponsored enterprises, fueled a subprime mortgage bubble and the resulting Great Recession. But look, you're right. Director Calabria did a great job, not just responding decisively to the pandemic and helping people move into forbearance plans and stay in their homes, but more importantly, I would argue, protecting the taxpayer, moving Fannie and Freddie towards exiting the conservatorships, and more importantly, bringing private capital back into the housing finance system. And that's the key to prevent future bailouts. He did things like increasing the capital levels at the GSEs, at Fannie and Freddie, and most importantly, accommodating and allowing more credit risk transfers to private sector investors and reducing the overall footprint of the government in housing finance.
Yeah, to save taxpayer money for future bailouts. You're so right. We are going to have Mr. Calabria on the show tomorrow evening to get a firsthand account of this. You know, I think the risk is the Treasury will take the money from Fannie and Freddie, right, profits and so forth, interest payments, and then channel it. They're not going to increase capital. They're going to channel it into some kind of crazy woke housing affordability, suburban zoning policy nonsense, which is their not so hidden left-wing progressive agenda.
Right. We don't need the government's footprint in housing finance to grow. We need it to shrink. And this is precisely the wrong direction. The Supreme Court may have gotten this decision correct in terms of striking down the constitutionality or striking down the restrictions on the president's ability to remove the director. But that doesn't mean that President Biden was right to exercise his discretion to remove Mark Calabria, who is doing an outstanding job. He understood that we needed to reduce the role of the government in housing finance, not grow it.
All right, we're going to leave it there, Congressman. We appreciate you. Short notice. As I say, we're going to have Mark Calabria on tomorrow evening. But I think, sir, you got the whole story right. Thank you very much.